Hello, hello, hello. Hope I find everyone very well per usual. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. And I hope that you guys enjoy these little mini tarot readings here for you guys regarding the energies and messages that you may need to hear during this time and holiday season. Be sure to check the comment section of this video here for timestamps available for each zodiac sign per usual. And also visit intuitiveperceptions.com for bookings and services. And while you guys are there, be sure to utilize the chat function where I'm always logged on, ready to help you guys or assist you guys to answer any questions that you may have, or if you may need to be guided towards the specific service and reading that best suits your guys' unique situation and circumstances at this time. Also, guys, be sure to also check the website for your February 2019 extended readings. They're available there for you guys and from this point forward as well. And also, guys, the Amazon wishlist link is still available and the offer is still available as well. It's in the description box for you. You know, when you require a reading, you know, when money's a little bit funny for you. So that is still available for you guys as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to these readings here. And as always, guys, God bless and love and light. Aries, 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 my zodiac child. So the card that popped out for you, Aries, for Valentine's Day is the Chariot here. Maybe the number 7 can possibly be of some importance to you guys. Maybe some of you are in a personal life path, or a personal year, I should say, number 7. And also some of you can have a life path number 7 as well here. And also maybe some of you can have a 5 and maybe a 2 as well. So Aries, there's a real concentration on wanting to move forward with, you know, your relationships. But I'm kind of getting like, the interference that you may run into, Aries, is really having to like balance out all types of relationships, you know, personal ones, familial, work, and there's like, I feel, Aries, there's a lot of different types of personalities around you, right? Some that are a little bit darker than others, some that are really light, some that are like fearful, some that you maybe must, you feel like you must kind of protect. And there's some that are just very upright and like, you know, straightforward. But what I'm getting, Aries, is here as well, like you must balance all of those different types of personalities. And also, Aries, maybe you may have a lot of those personalities within you or within your psyche, and they may come out at different times. So not only balancing out relationships and moving forward with the relationships of all different types with different types of people, but also within yourself, you know, and kind of like deciding and choosing when to let that specific type of personality come out and maybe be aware of it, of which one is emerging or coming forward. I'm also getting here to Aries that you know you have a heart of gold, Aries, and you also know that you're like a beautiful little flower in your heart. You know what I mean? It's waiting to bloom here, and I'm feeling like it's really just a balancing of, like I said, of all of those different types of situations, person, places, and things, especially relationships, to really be able to fully emerge within yourself and to really feel comfortable about bringing your talents and your abilities and who you really are forward. Also, I'm also picking up here too, maybe during this time, you guys, maybe be careful or be mindful of like the sun. Maybe, you know, some of you may get sunburned during this time, possibly. Also, maybe on Valentine's Day, some of you may experience like a bad hair day, you know what I mean? But don't worry about it. Just, you know, puff it up and throw some damn glitter on it and move forward, you know? And there are also there are very special relationships that are around you that there's only room for 2. I don't know why I'm kind of getting that here too. Also, I'm getting to Aries, maybe be mindful or pay attention to people that when you look at them, look into their eyes and really see, Aries, like what's in their soul. You know, like they say, the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Look into their eyes, Aries, and really you know, see what's really there. And also pay attention to eye coordination during this time as well. And also if you're speaking to, you know, your loved one, to people, places, and things, pay attention to the to, like I said, the eyes, and do they drift off to the side? Do these people make eye contact with you? Because I feel like, when we make eye contact, it means that we're listening, we're attentive, and we are present within the moment, and we're actually listening and we're connecting, with that individual. I don't know, I'm getting here too, Aries. Maybe it's time to get new socks. Maybe you could request that from a loved one, or maybe buy a loved one new socks for as like a Valentine's Day present here as well. And I'm also getting here too, like maybe some of you may get interesting. Maybe some of you may get like breast pumps for Valentine's Day from like a loved one or something to that effect. Very interesting. Also, maybe watch out for, if you buy coats as well, Aries, that they're real fur, if that's what you are going for, and that they're not fake or fox fur, you know what I mean? Or, false fur, and if that's what you're going for regarding like real fur, Yeah, Aries, all right, that's kind of what's coming through for you here. So it's all about moving forward during this time, and it's all about balance, and it's all about taking the good with the bad and moving forward with it, and balancing out those areas of your life. All right, Aries, we'll see you. God bless and love and light. Taurus, 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 my bull. So the card that popped out for you, Taurus, for Valentine's Day is the Three of Swords. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, oh my God, seriously? Don't worry. What I'm getting here, Taurus, or what's coming through for you is there's going to be a lot of, I feel like, moments when you can expand your consciousness. There's going to be a lot of moments during this time or during this holiday where you are able to, where like the truth can set you free, whether that's coming from you or it's coming from another individual during this time. Let's not take the truth so, I'm going to say it's like so serious, but it's more about like, let's not take the truth or someone's truth at face value. We take and we leave whatever resonates with us, I'm also picking up here too, Taurus, that let's, during this holiday, not hold on to truth so much, and I know that this is like interesting energy, and it's kind of like on the contrast here, or contrary to what, we normally support on this channel, but I'm just getting like, okay, that's what it is. Taurus, maybe your truth during this holiday will be kind of come to the surface and maybe need review, I'm feeling here. Whether that's by you or maybe from another person here. I'm also getting to Taurus, like, let's be very mindful of not getting lost within like the confines of our mind, or let's not get lost in like the smoke and mirrors as well during this holiday and during this time. Also, maybe some of you may kind of have had a recent neck injury, possibly. And may need to check that out, or maybe just be mindful of like driving in a car. Now, I'm not saying anything is going to happen. I'm just saying let's be mindful of like whiplashes and necks kind of bouncing around and maybe possibly injuring. I also got to that maybe during this time or this holiday, Taurus, maybe, you may be looking kind of good, kind of fresh, and you may break a couple necks, meaning like, when people look, they're like, who's that? And then they move their, their head really fast to the side to look at you. And it's like, oh, you broke another neck. That's what I'm kind of getting, Taurus. Also, feathers will be very important during this time as well. Maybe some of you may receive like a feather necklace. Maybe some of you may be, interesting. Maybe some of you may be giving or receiving like a dream catcher. But I feel like if you see a lot of feathers during this time, it means that you're on the right track, Taurus. It means that, okay, if you see or encounter feathers during this time, like simply out of nowhere, like maybe in your sink or just random places, you know what I mean? You may notice, when you do notice those things, that means, Taurus, that you are on the right trajectory regarding your spiritual path, and also regarding where your truth will then be when you see these feathers. Your truth will then maybe be up for review, or your truth may then be altered or needed to be changed, or you may add to your truth as well. And the feathers being the symbol, for that coming up for you. This is really interesting too, Taurus. Let's just be very, very mindful of like saying like fuck you or using those types of words during this time. They may, you know, cause bigger detriment than that as to which was intended, either from you or happening to you. And also, to Taurus, you know, just keep in mind too, as a final message here, that people will often people will often forget what you say to them or tell them. However, people will never ever forget, Taurus, how you made them feel. All right, Taurus, we'll see you. God bless and love and light. Gemini, my twins. The card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day here is Judgment. Alrighty. Gemini, there's something here with the number 20. And it's also interesting how, you know, there's the Roman numeral, you know, the two X's. So it's like dualistic, like, you know, your sign and by nature dualistic, two sides. But what I'm getting here with the number 20, it's like maybe some of you are like celebrating like sobriety, maybe 20 weeks, 20 days, 20 years, 20 months, whatever the case may be, like sober. I'm picking up here, and maybe it's been since this milestone is coming up for you, it's causing you to maybe like kind of thinking about like you may like divert back to like not being sober or something to that effect here. Keep focused, Gemini, and don't let that you know, the confines of your mind trip you up here. You know what I mean? Also to Gemini, let's see what else is coming through here for you is some of you may have experienced like a loss regarding fire. If that's the case, whether it's a home, vehicle, whatever it may be, whatever the loss is, just know that something better is coming for you. Also, Gemini, during this time, maybe some of you are like maybe leaning more to understanding astrology, preferably maybe like star signs, or maybe just interested in the stars, you know, the cosmic type of knowledge, and trying to understand it or gain introspection from it, and gain a different perspective on how to operate your life or something to that effect here. Or also maybe researching like fixed stars within your chart, which is also just great for anyone to do. Anyway, Gemini, some of you may be expecting like a pregnancy, or maybe your due date is a little bit late here. Interesting, Gemini. Be mindful of like if you so happen to smoke cigarettes, Gemini, or any type of, you know, extracurricular that involves like flames and embers and things of that nature. Maybe be mindful of not doing that in nature. Something like a fire may start or something to that effect here. Really, Gemini, just not repeating mistakes, you know, and really being easy on yourself during this holiday. Maybe also let's be mindful of communication as well, coming, you know, from you, and communication coming in. Make sure that we're clear here, always clear, and we understand always what's like going on, and everyone's abreast within the attainment of the goal. Also to Gemini, maybe birds during this time may be very important for you, or maybe some of you have like an animal totem or a spiritual animal, or spiritual totem that has to do with birds. Seagulls are coming up as well at the beach. Maybe some of you are moving to a beach, or maybe be surprised with a beach house for Valentine's Day here, Gemini. Let's be mindful of also too, Gemini, of like the way that we perceive things and the way that we understand situations. You know, let's not like put a blindfold over the truth. Interesting, Gemini, that's coming through. Also, some of you may be having dreams as well of either you or your partner or something to that effect, of like flying and being free within the sky and feeling feeling the wind beneath your wings. Interesting, and kind of soaring. Eagles may be very important during this time as well, Gemini. I'm really feeling like get out into nature. Some of you may also go like on a date or something to that effect, since this is for Valentine's Day, like out in nature. If that doesn't seem like that kind of interests you, go along with it. I feel like it'll be a great spiritual experience for you, Gemini. All right, that's coming through. That's what is coming through for you, Gemini. Also, too, as a last message, maybe some of you, like your children, are turning the age 20 and you're maybe worried about their personal growth, or maybe they're like, 1 year away from 21 and maybe worried about like their alcohol intake or something to that effect. Let's not stress about that, Gemini. Let's just, prepare ourselves for the best method as to which we can move forward with the information that is being provided to us during this time, and spiritual guidance that is being provided for us during this time. All right, Gemini, that's what's coming through for you for the Valentine's Day little reading special here. And as always, God bless and love and light. Cancer, 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 my crabbies. So the card that popped out for you, Cancer, for Valentine's Day is Justice. So in me saying this or letting you know this, some of you may be dealing with a Libra possibly, or maybe have Libra in your chart. And in saying Libra or mentioning Libra here, there's going to be a lot of balancing during this time, Cancer, for this holiday here regarding like what you spend your time on or what you spend your time like ruminating over or thinking about. This Valentine's Day for some of you, Cancers, may not be, I don't want to say like favorable, but it's kind of like you may be put in a situation for some of you where you may feel like you were wronged, or you may feel like things didn't work out the way that they were supposed to. Maybe you feel like you got the shit end of the stick. You know what I mean? I feel like that is going to serve you in some sense where you're going to have like a realization or an eye-opening type of download or enlightening type of moment regarding being left out or feeling left out. Also, to Cancer, a lot of you may receive letters during this holiday as well, regarding like letters of just, they have a lot to do with like the nature of your relationship with another individual. Also, for some of you, possibly here, you may have like a really deep connection, or maybe probably a past life or past lives with like the Egyptian culture or the Egyptian era. I feel like during this time you may be pulled to purchase things like that, or you may receive something like that regarding the Egyptian era. And if this does come your way and you resonate with the Egyptian era, just know that that's a sign from spirit. That's a sign from your soul that you've been here, done that. That's kind of coming through here, Cancer, for you. Let's be also very mindful, Cancer, of maybe feeling a little bit closed off during this holiday as well. Let's not close ourselves off to, people, places, and situations that can really benefit us, whether it may be favorable or unfavorable, because, nothing is ever completely, a loss or just horrible, Cancer. Like I always tell you guys never lose. You either win or you learn. I think that's all that's coming through for you, Cancer, here for this reading here for Valentine's Day. Some of you may kind of dye your hair black during this time as well, and maybe find that it fits you. Also, for some of my Cancer women out there, maybe trying a new color on regarding hair and also regarding like makeup shades. And you may kind of like be feeling yourself during this holiday. You may be, after you do your makeup and your hair, you're probably like walking out and you're like, damn, I almost broke that fucking mirror. Like, you know what I mean? Excuse me, Cancer. Also, some of you may have a life path number 8. This reading is for you here. Also, some of you may have a 5 or a 3, or your partner or the person in question for you may have a 5 or a 3 or an 8 life path number or personal year numbers for every single number that I mentioned here. All right, Cancer, that's what's coming through for you for Valentine's Day. And as always, God bless, Cancer, and love and light. Leo, 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 my lion. So the card that popped up for you for Valentine's Day here is the Fool card. Cool. I like it. It's very optimistic. It's I just picked up, it's operating from a place where fear does not exist. Very powerful. Dragons, Leo, may be very, it may resonate with you during this time. Also, maybe you may be dreaming of dragons as well. Also, maybe during this holiday, Leo, you may see a lot of butterflies. You know, butterflies are probably going to be very significant during this time. Some of you may receive, I just picked up here, like, maybe as like a gift, like, what do you call it? Like a butterfly catcher or like store, you know, they have like a net around it. One of those little kits. If so, that's a sign that you're on the right path, Leo. Some of you may get like tattoos as well during this time. And they may be like very important tattoos. I'm also picking up here too that maybe one of your guys' pets, maybe a dog possibly. Like a Labrador or something to that effect. Doesn't have to be, but maybe some of your pets pass away during this time. And maybe for Valentine's Day, like, you know, you go to get your pet cremated. And, you know, that's like your little Valentine's Day partner. Sorry if that is the case for some of you. Also, Leo, make sure to strap up. You know, when I say strap up, meaning if we don't want any babies popping out 9 months from now, let's go ahead and take care of that, you know? And prepare for the avoidance of that. I think you smell my drift here. Also, Leo, too, maybe be very mindful during this time of like people who are wearing like a false mask and who maybe are here with you or for you during this holiday as like with like a motive attached to them, you know, being involved with you during this time. Just be mindful of, you know, people's energy. I'm also getting here too that, Leo, maybe for some of you, you may find, may find it difficult during this holiday, or maybe a trigger for you regarding like integrating your emotions with like your ambition and your creativity, and finding it kind of difficult to like blend those together, or to understand why you're doing the things that you are doing, or that you're making the choices that you're making. And then at the same time, or at the same token, why those decisions that you're making, how do they serve you and why do they serve you? And really just integrating the emotions with the creative potential and with the creative body that you embody here. Also, some of you may like receive like Louboutins, type of red bottom shoes. The weird stuff's coming through here. Also, Leo, pay attention to people's palms during this time. I feel like maybe some of you may be studying like palmistry, possibly, and you know, you're becoming very, very adept at it. There's something you may be missing regarding like the center of the palm. I know nothing of palmistry. I'm just kind of picking this up from intuitively and from the image here, or from the card here. Something about the center of the palm. I don't know. It's kind of coming through here. All right, Leo, that's what's coming through for you for Valentine's Day here. All right, Leo, we'll see you, and as always, God bless and love and light. Viggity, 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 Virgo, my virgin. The card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day, Virgo, is the Ace of Wands here. Beautiful. You're going to try something new during this holiday or during this time, Virgo. I'm feeling here. It's time to move forward. And I feel like you kind of know that. You know, with, you know, either yourself or a partner or a person, place, or thing, whatever it may be, or a new love interest, possibly. I'm also getting here to Virgo that, you know, maybe during this time you may feel like some heat in the hands. And that may be like a positive sign, you know, for like creativity, or could be, and it usually is, like an ascension symptom. So maybe during this time, you know, your DNA and your cell, your makeup may be ascending during this time. I'm also getting here too, Virgo, let's just be mindful of like pointing the finger, possibly for some of you, and also others pointing the finger at you. Interesting. Maybe some of you may be going for like weight loss surgery on Valentine's Day, or maybe like I said, like reconstruction of like the skin, or maybe like retightening if you have lost a lot of weight. If you have, for some of you out there that this resonates with, congratulations. Also, Virgo, let's be mindful of like ending up in maybe situations during this holiday, like in triangular type of situations. When I say triangular, it's like maybe some of you may find out that, you know, some of you may be involved in like a third party situation. I usually don't say things like that, but the triangle right there in the center is kind of coming through regarding that. Also, Virgo, let's just always keep in mind and take into account that everyone, regardless of who they are, as long as they're human on Earth here, have like a dual side to them. You know, they could act one way or be one way in front of you, and then be another way, you know, around other individuals. I don't want to say two-faced, but it's just, you know, people have that type of dualistic personality, and that goes for everyone, you know. Some of you may be feeling spirit around you during this time, or may be very evident that spirit is around. You know, kind of make it evident. You may feel the vibrational switches or the frequency switch of the room. Nothing to worry about, Virgo. It's all positive. Also, to Virgo, maybe during this holiday or this time, may you kind of feel or experience like feelings of nervousness. You know, like in the pit of your stomach, like those like butterfly feelings sometimes in your stomach. Interesting. All right, guys, this is going to get a little serious here, I feel, but maybe during this time or this holiday, Virgo, some of you may be kind of like performing a little bit of like self-mutilation on yourselves, like regarding like cutting yourself, or, you know, trying to release pain in a physical way, but more of self-mutilation on yourself. If that's the case, Virgo, you know, never be afraid to speak out and, you know, talk to someone, you know, for help, Virgo. Okay. Maybe also during this time, some of you may be very into or feel drawn to like Indian memorabilia, or maybe like the Indian Native American, I mean, like culture. You may kind of be very interested in that, and some of you may collect that, or may have a lot of past lives within the Native American type of vibration, you know. I'm also kind of getting here too, some of you may take a trip, or maybe surprised with the trip as like a gift to maybe like a desert, possibly, or maybe like the Grand Canyon or something to that effect. Pretty cool. Take pictures and send them to me. All right, Virgo, that's what's coming through for you for Valentine's Day here. As always, Virgo, God bless, Virgo, and love and light. Libra, Libra, Libra scales. So the card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day here is the Hierophant. Libra. What's interesting that the Hierophant is here, or why the Hierophant is here, is because the Hierophant is also representative of Taurus. So some of you may be dealing with Taurus, maybe have Taurus within your chart. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Taurus is also ruled by Venus, just in a different way than Libra. Interesting. Okay, so maybe love may be on the brain here. The song by Rihanna is coming up, Love on the Brain, for you during this holiday, Libra. I'm also picking up here too that you may be noticing, Libra, like maybe, you know, your partner, since it's Valentine's Day, or just other people, places and things are really like, you may notice that they're starting to really drain your energy, or to kind of like feed off of your energy. Some of you also may kind of may hold the keys to like important information, or some of you may like reveal something to your partner or other people, places, and things that may be or appear to be or feel to be unfavorable, but it always works out, Libra, you know. I'm also getting here that some of you may switch your like religion, or maybe some of you are maybe interested in a suitor or someone who is of a different culture or religion than you are, and it may kind of spark your interest. Also, Libra, maybe on your dreams, or you just may be interested in like extraterrestrial life forms, and maybe you're beginning to, or you are curious to start, or you do channel higher dimensional beings as well during this time. Also, some of you may be getting married as well, you know, in like an old school, like Catholic type of church during this holiday. Interesting, Libra. What I'm getting to is like, let's be Okay, wow. Let's be mindful of like fingers. Now, when I say that, it's like maybe for some of you women, let's be mindful of like maybe breaking a nail right before we go out on a date, or experience this holiday, or do whatever it is that we plan on doing. And also for like the males, but from a female's perspective, let's pay attention to hands and fingers regarding like how a person's fingers and nails are. I'm not saying that they have to be beautifully manicured here, but like if the nails are dirty, if there's dirt underneath the nails, no judgments here. I'm just saying, like, if you are maybe going out on a date with someone, since this is Valentine's Day, and they tend to like have those types of situations going on with like their hands, if they're very they're not to say well kept, but Libra, if they look a little rough, maybe pay attention to that, because that may kind of give you insight regarding like their personal health. Interesting. What the heck? Okay. Some of you may take like a vow of like chastity as well during this holiday as well. Interesting here, Libra. Some of you may be like finally fitting into those pair of pants, that skirt, that something. I'm getting from like like the waist down, something like pants, like I said, skirt. I'm sorry, maybe fitting into that, and like you've been preparing for like this holiday, and like on that day that you're gonna go out, like you pull that the pants or skirt or whatever it is up to your waist, and you're like, oh, thank God they fit. You know what I mean? Something like that. As a last message here for you, Libra, let's be mindful of individuals and individuals of all types in our lives that may be crying crocodile tears during this time. Interesting, Libra. All right, Libra, we'll see ya, and God bless and love and light. Scorpio, my Scorpion. So the card that popped up for you for Valentine's Day here is the Queen of Wands. So you maybe could be dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius individual. Maybe have a lot of fire in your chart. So Scorpio, maybe during this holiday, you may take a trip, to maybe like Africa, or to like I don't know, I just picked up Australia too. Interesting. But where there's a lot of like wildlife around, Also too, Scorpio, maybe like your animals may be giving birth during this time as well. And you may have like little babies that are born on Valentine's Day here. For some of you, you guys may be kind of a little bit conscious, or self-conscious, I should say. Interesting, I said conscious, but self-conscious of maybe your guys' physical appearance regarding like weight, our body mass index. Maybe feeling a little bit, like I said, a little bit subconscious about that, or a little, you're kind of just feeling a little uncomfortable during this time. Don't even worry about it, Scorpio. Also, Scorpio, maybe your mother or mother figure, or aunts, whoever it was, like a prominent female person in your life may be coming up during this time for you. Maybe finding like conflict, or maybe kind of just experiencing some kind of like contention with them. Also too, Scorp, maybe during this time you may be kind of very like may feel like emotionless. That's even a word. Emotionless. Maybe just very like kind of observant, and very kind of like stone cold face. Interesting. Some of you may dye your hair red for the holiday here. Also too, Scorpio, what's coming through too is maybe there may be you may be, or there may be like like I said, a woman figure who's very powerful that you may need to confront or address during this holiday. Also, Scorpio, maybe some of you may be experiencing or know someone that is going for open heart surgery. Interesting. Get a second opinion, maybe, possibly. Overall, Scorpio, I think that's all that's really coming through. Oh, giraffes. Okay, interesting. Giraffes may be very important during this time, or maybe like a spirit animal for you. That kind of coincides with, maybe some of you taking a trip to like Africa. Interesting. Also, if you feel like hugging a tree during this time, Scorpio, hug that damn tree. Okay. Now let's not kiss the tree and lick the tree like Molly Shannon in Superstar. That's a little weird, but you get what I'm saying here. Also, Scorp, some of you may, while on vacation or just in general, may develop like a tan, and it may kind of affect your face area, possibly. Some of you also may be suffering from like a sudden flare-up of like rosacea or something to that effect too. I'm just getting here too, Scorp, as like a last message, just where you may be wearing different hats during this time regarding like different skills and different abilities and gifts that you may be trying out and maybe mastering during this time, and you have to maybe decide which hat you'd like to wear for this holiday season. All right, Scorpio, that's what's coming through for you. And as always, God bless and love and light. Sagittarius, my archers. The card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day, Sag, is the Seven of Discs or the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Sag, some of you may be watching a sunset for Valentine's Day here. It's really nice. Some of you may be taking like a trip to, or maybe hiking as well. You may be kind of going on like a very interesting date that may kind of turn you off a little bit at first, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. But you end up going along with it, and really, you really end up enjoying yourself, Sag. Some of you may be feeling during this time that you need to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. A lot of you too may like be dealing with like water signs, or may encounter water signs for this holiday here. And there's going to be a lot of like different elements that come together. Fire and water are, in a sense, sort of opposites. So maybe it could be two, what I just mentioned, and also maybe you're integrating a lot of Sag, more like emotional stability, or you're coming from like a more grounded heart space perspective during this time and during this holiday as well. Study up on the sun too, Sag. I'm feeling here that the sun is turning or becoming a magnetic sun. Look that up. Also, shout out to Aluna Ash. Check out her channel. She has a lot of great insights regarding the transition of the sun here. You can always hit me up too, but shout out Aluna Ash. Also, I be mindful of like hot things, Sagittarius, like maybe like hot coals, or some of you may like step on accidentally like maybe cigarette butts that are still lit, or like maybe step on coals, or be mindful of like embers as well, like blowing in the wind. Interesting. Also, flowers are going to be very important during this holiday as well, or during this time, especially like water lilies. I'm kind of getting that here too. And also koi fish. Pay attention to those things, Sag. They may be important to you regarding revealing some information to you from your spiritual guidance upstairs. A lot of you also too may experience like kind of just maybe hermiting away for this holiday season. Just maybe kind of trying to figure out like what resides in your subconscious and how and why you may operate from it. Really just spending a lot of time like kind of by yourself. Also, for some of you, you may be like suffering from like migraines, and you may need to like or you may find yourself needing to like lay in a bed with complete darkness, so that it prevents any further agitation or irritation of such migraine here. Go get that checked out, Sag, if you haven't. Not everything that's shiny is gold. Also, I don't know, I'm picking up here like eucalyptus plants as well. Maybe you may have some of those. Look up maybe the spiritual meaning of eucalyptus. Also keep in mind a watchful eye out for eucalyptus as well, coming through as like I said, a message from your spiritual guidance. Also like a spark of a new idea, Sag. Maybe a new individual in your life that is quite contrary to what you usually go for. You're just taking a chance and you're on like some like YOLO shit. And you're like, well, whatever, just we're going to go with it. And you may actually like that individual, you know? Definitely check, be mindful also of the moon cycles. And also, interesting, Mercury cycles as well, Sag, during this time. Also be mindful of and look into and research Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Interesting, that's kind of coming up too. All right, Sag, that's what's coming through for you for Valentine's Day. As always, God bless and love and light. Capricorn, my seagull. Very interesting here. Sagittarius also received the 7 of Pentacles here that popped out for you as well. And I shuffled and the same card popped out. So maybe you may be dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your chart. Or maybe you may want to just listen to the Sagittarius reading. It may resonate with you. All right, Capricorn. That's interesting. I just kind of got like... things may be lurking around the corner. Now, when I say this, it's like nothing to be like paranoid about. It's just when I say lurking around the corner, it's like, let's just maybe be mindful, like what we may not be aware of, or that as to which we may not be privy to at this time. Now, that's kind of like weird to say that, because it's like, how the hell can we know what to like listen up for if we don't even know that's coming or that's there, you know? I don't know, maybe take that message as it resonates with you, whatever that may be for you, Cap. In your chart, Capricorn, pay attention to Venus, Jupiter, also Saturn, since Saturn is in your sign during this time, and also to... Okay, yeah, that's all I'm going to be getting. So pay attention to those 3 bodies in your chart, and maybe kind of look at them and see how they, what type of aspects they're making. They think that may bring some insight to your love life, or maybe bring some insight into your social circles or how you operate, you know? I'm also getting Sag too that maybe for Valentine's Day here, you may find that some of you may not get much, I hate to say this, but like in this manner, but may not get much attention or may not get many opportunities. That's okay. That does not define your self-worth. You are still a beautiful little butterfly. You're okay, Capricorn. I just really feel like you guys may be, Capricorn may be doing the searching instead of the one being searched for. Really just Capricorn, just really also what I told Sag, like integrating water or energy, water types, how can I say this? Emotions, you know what I mean? I just picked up still waters as well. Maybe pay attention. Okay, some of you may have like water sitting in your home, in your backyard, you know what I mean? And that it may kind of become infested with like with mosquitoes. You know, maybe keep an eye out for that. Just integrating water into your vibration, or an emotion into your vibration, Cap, and really maybe coming or operating from a more emotional standpoint or emotional perspective. Some of you may be noticing the transition with the sun as well. That message came through for Sag as well, since they got the same card as you. But for you, it's coming through a little bit different regarding the sun. Some of you may be noticing, or may need to notice, that the sun is no longer yellow. You know, the sun, it has a little bit of yellow to it, but when it's like, you know, afternoon, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, when you look at the sun, that motherfucker's white. Okay? Some of you may be noticing that, or maybe kind of getting intuitive downloads regarding the sun. Some of you may find that during this holiday season, you may kind of be kind of in your head or in your thoughts, you know what I mean? To the point where maybe you see the sun rise, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like that may get you out of that vibration, or that may kind of enlighten you to like not stay in your mind too much, Capricorn, during this holiday season. And I'm also, Cap, be easy on yourself as well during this this time. All right, Capricorn, as always, God bless and love and light. Aquarius, Aquarius, thee and my water bearers. So the card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day, Aquarius, is the Five of Wands. All right, Aquarius, you may experience like moments of like contention, or you may experience moments of like argumentative moments. Now, when I say that, it's not, I'm feeling it's more like you viewing them and you seeing them from like an outsider's perspective, and then you kind of like looking at these people arguing, or these, you know, your family arguing, and then you're like on the outside looking in and you're just like, oh, that is trifling. You know what I mean? Like recognizing that you don't want to give your energy towards that type of vibration or energy during Valentine's Day, Aquarius. Also, Aquarius, your subconscious may be like really coming to the surface as well for some of you, where it's like you may find or receive like a download or enlightenment during this time regarding your subconscious, like things that you may have like thought that you dealt with or you buried, whatever the case may be, comes back up, or you may find residuals or be enlightened of residuals of that type of energy. For some of you, you may have a spirit animal. For some of you, your spirit animal may be a lion. Or you may be having dreams about lions. Maybe some of you are, dealing with the Leo, or have a lot of Leo in your chart. I'm really getting to Aquarius too, like during this time, during this holiday, it's really going to be I was going to say mind over matter. So that's what's coming through. I'm going to say it, mind over matter, in terms of like you kind of be mindful or watching your like temperament. I'm feeling here as well, where it's like taming the beast within. Now, I'm not calling anyone a beast, but you know what I mean. Taming that like kind of that critical, unfavorable energy that's within you, Aquarius. And this may have a lot to do with this maybe can be doing with like or this may resonate with you regarding your partner or people that are around you, or maybe for yourself as well. Aquarius, I'm kind of having a little bit trouble like getting my words out, so maybe you need to speak up during this holiday as well. Some of you also may like just completely, you may get a lot of offers, a lot of suitors, and you're just like, I ain't into it. Check me later. Like, you know what I mean? That may happen for a lot of you during this holiday. Some of you may be discovering or getting into like reading with like flame, or like with like a candle flame, looking into fire and really getting messages, intuitive downloads, and also using that as like an occultic type of spiritual way of providing readings and guidance and spiritual guidance for other individuals, or maybe just for yourself. Be careful around lighters, Aquarius. They may kind of blow up. Okay, Aquarius, be mindful of leaving lighters like on your dashboard or in your car somewhere where like the sun beats down on it and then, pow, As the last message here, Aquarius, some of you for Valentine's Day may be like running like a triathlon, or like a some type of like maybe doing some type of exercise type of activity for like a noble cause, for like cancer or for like autism or something to that effect during Valentine's Day, or maybe dedicating your Valentine's Day to like charity work, regarding like maybe like children's hospital or visiting hospitals, or like maybe feeding the homeless or something to that effect here, Aquarius. And if you are, good for you. That's super, super dope. All right, Aquarius, that's what's coming through for you for Valentine's Day. And as always, God bless and love and light. Pisces, 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 my double fish. The card that popped out for you for Valentine's Day is the Eight of Discs, or the Eight of Pentacles. So Pisces, you may be working really diligently on something or someone, possibly, since it's Valentine's Day. Also, Pisces, some of you may be kind of like feeling like, I'm gonna say like you feel like you're maybe being watched. Now, when I say that, it's more of like observed, you know, either from a person, or maybe from like extra interesting, maybe from extra other people. It's weird. Or maybe you may be dealing with extra people, or that are being extra, you know. What I meant to say here, Pisces, is you may feel like you are being observed or watched by like ETs, or like maybe higher dimensional beings during this holiday or during this time. Or maybe too, Pisces, some of you may all of a sudden retrieve like lost memories regarding like involvement or past lives with ETs, or with I don't even like to call them ETs, but you know, higher dimensional beings, I should say. Or also maybe some of you may recollect or get memories back regarding like, I'm gonna say it like this, Pisces, but don't get alarmed, you know, being abducted possibly as well, or maybe being studied by you know, higher dimensional beings as well. I'm kind of getting here really just feeling like watched, or like all eyes are on you, Pisces. Maybe you may be feeling like that during this Valentine's Day, and it may kind of make you feel kind of very apprehensive, or you may feel kind of maybe make you feel like small inside. And I'm also getting here too, Pisces, but you know your inner strength, and you know that it's there, so you can pull it out if needed be. Some of you may get married during this time as well, and maybe your wedding colors may be gold and red, possibly. Some of you may during this time feel like you're in like a maze, you know, or like your life has been like a maze, and you're trying to find your way out of it, or try to find your way through it here, Pisces. Also too, Pisces, I just keep on picking up like you feel like maybe someone's watching you, like I said, or all eyes are on you, or like someone's breathing down your neck, and you're like, back up, you know what I mean? Some of you may be like, I don't know why I just picked this up too, like getting a new job. And some of you may have recently got a new job, and it may sometimes entail like working on holidays, and maybe you won't be able to celebrate Valentine's Day with the partner or your significant other, or whoever you have that special bond with, because of work. I feel like if that's the case for some of you, that's divinely guided regarding like not or avoiding something maybe like tragic, or avoiding you know, like a car accident or something like that. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying maybe, you know, that was a spiritual kind of situation that prevented you from any kind of harm or bodily injury, you know. Really, also too, Pisces, pay attention to the Star of David as well. Maybe that may resonate for a lot of you, or some of you here. Also, Pisces, as a last message, like integrating fire into your essence, you know, and also integrating like more earth into your essence as well, and understanding like how those two dynamics are dependent upon each other. There's a contingency with them, but also they're separate as well. And just recognizing, Pisces, the oneness and our diversity here I'm picking up during this this holiday and little special reading for you here. All right, Pisces, that's what's coming through for you. And as always, God bless and love and light.